sterben nicht.
Draw. 6 years of playing this game and pulling off ultimates like that has yet to get old. What's up guys, Veteran Gamer here, and today I'm talking about the state of Overwatch in 2022 and whether or not this game is playable. And let's be real, let's get it right into it. Playing this game in 2022, sure, the game is still very much in a playable state. Some would say that it's probably the best it's been in a long time. But in short, this game is also meaningless. That's right, meaningless. The problem with Overwatch in 2022 and why I don't necessarily recommend it for most people is because nothing matters. With Overwatch 2 still in development, still don't have a release date, but with the acknowledgement that the game is going 5v5, things like your competitive rank doesn't matter. It won't matter because the change from 6v6 to 5v5 means in terms of rank, you're just going to get reset back to 0 and have to start all over again. If you are also trying to learn a new hero or add a new hero to your pool, well guess what? You run into the same problem. With the game going back to 5v5, most of the characters are getting a significant change and reworked. In some cases, some characters are actually going to be changing roles altogether. So when you put all that together, like for long-term play, there's no progression. There's literally nothing other than your cosmetics, which will carry over to the sequel. Competitive rank, learning characters is irrelevant. Now that doesn't mean that the game is not fun. The game is very much fun, just in short bursts. Personally, I only play the game a few matches at a time, or if I play with friends. Aside from that, I don't really dedicate too much time to it because of that reason. What's the point in playing a game where nothing matters until the sequel comes out? If you are a player that has never played Overwatch yet, maybe you're interested, I would recommend just waiting to Overwatch 2, because you're going to spend so much time learning the ropes of this game, going up against players who know the game in and out, and only have to relearn everything all over again. It just, unless the game goes free to play, I wouldn't recommend any new players jumping on this train until that becomes true or until the sequel comes out. If you are an existing player, someone like myself who still plays, if you're having fun, all the power to you. Keep playing the game. The reason why people still play this game, despite the lack of developer support, is because there's nothing like it. Pulling off big ultimates, big combos, team synergies, no other FPS game or major FPS game on the market matches what Overwatch brings. It's just unfortunate that there's no support behind it. To put this into perspective, the last meaningful piece of content arrived April 2020 in the form of the hero Echo. That's it. Since then, we've had a couple of deathmatch maps, which are nice maps, but they do nothing to the core experience. We've had no other characters come out, no new events, nothing of the sort. The only thing we get is recycled events with new skins. So this is the kind of game where, for me in 2022, it's good for a quick, jump on, play for a half hour, couple matches, hour, log off, switch to something else. There's no longevity to it. Players keep coming back because of how unique this game is, but at the same time, overall it's stale. The workshop has helped keep this game afloat for as long as it has because the community keeps making our own little fun creations, but in terms of actual support, there's nothing. All of Activision Blizzard and what they're doing, scandal aside, they're focused on making a sequel. What really kicks players in the nuts, guys like myself and everyone else who are enjoying this game, is come April when the Overwatch League starts their new season. The Overwatch League, for some stupid reason, they're going to be playing on an earlier build of Overwatch 2. So unless they give us, the community, access to that build, what's the point of the Overwatch League? No one's going to watch the Overwatch League. Watch them play Overwatch 2, but we as a community can't play it. that's part of it, right? That's part of the marketing. Part of the enjoyment is you see high-level players pull off crazy things, and it's like, hey, I want to play the game now, so then you log on and you play that game. But we won't have access to that game. And then when you have other FPS titles like Valorant coming in that shares a similar space, and then obviously other FPS titles such as Halo that finally came out, I mean, you look around, this game has been left behind by the community, it's been left behind by the developers. It looks more and more as time goes on that Overwatch 2 was a mistake, that they should have made just a standard game, a live service game with updates, maps, characters, etc. Think Rainbow Six Siege. That game has not had a sequel at any point. They just keep adding more characters, more maps to the game. And as a community, you feel great. You never have to buy or install another game. You're playing the same one that just keeps getting updated. Clearly, this decision for Overwatch 2 was an Activision decision. They want that greedy, big money payday. But as a player, it's frustrating. It's frustrating knowing that I can log on this game every so often and nothing's changed. Nothing spices it up. Nothing whatsoever. When you know the game in and out like I do, there's nothing new to see. And the fact that like you can take a year off from Overwatch, literally a complete 365 days, come back and nothing's changed. A couple balance tweaks here and there, some new skins, core game exactly as you left it. So in short, when it comes to Overwatch 2 or Overwatch in 2022, should I say, I mean, if you have fun playing it, great. But I personally don't recommend this game to anyone who's new in particular. To anyone who is currently playing it, I mean, to each his own. You know, I still play this game periodically as stated, but not like I used to. And it's really sad and disappointing because I do love the game and I do love the art. And it's just sad that this game has essentially been abandoned until its inevitable sequel ever sees the light of day. This is Veteran Gamer, and I hope to see you guys next time.
Apagando las luces.
Double. Best.